Good evening from a slightly chilly Jessheim here in Norway. We are here for Game 6 of the Paralympic Winter Games qualifier. 6 teams are here, but only 2 will make it to next year's Milano Cortina Games. And what a competition we've had so far. Of course, Norway winning their game last night against Sweden, 1-8 there. Norway are going to be looking to make that 2 wins in the column. But Kazakhstan are here to prove that they belong on this stage as well. It'll be massive for them to make it to the Paralympic Games in their first ever cycle as a team competing in the sport. What a story that would be. Norway, though, we know that they have plenty of stars on their bench, and they showed it last night. As a round robin, every single game in this competition is important and a must win for these, and this is something that Norway are really aware of. Speaking to some of the team staff, and they just take on every single opposition put in front of them. Kazakhstan, they've got a short bench, and you know, it's really hard to play against such an experienced team with such a short bench as well. I'm Charlie Skin. We are just 20 seconds away from face-off here in Jessheim. Kazakhstan with extremely short bench, 7 skaters and 2 goalies. And at the centre we have Oloisef and Bokanov there. Refereed by Matthew Fergenbaum from Canada. Supported on the lines by Tibor Fazekas from Serbia and Tony Rundström from Sweden. And we get underway as Norway enter the Kazakhstan zone, testing the goalie out. We've seen Bazmanov in net for Kazakhstan plenty of times. A lot of experience now. You see Kazakhstan, they will just roll with this one line, replacing the odd player once in a while. Battle at the boards there. Nordstrom just tries to clear it, but gets hit by a Kazakh player. But Pedersen has time, and he's got the shot as well, just to the right of the net though. Nordstoga with a shot in towards the net. You can see Norway just testing this Kazakh goalie, testing the Kazakh defences. Every shot is worth taking, I'm sure. Lingrov under pressure from Bokanov. Bondarenko, can he pass it out to teammate? No. Lingrov's going to pick this up and go up the ice. Nordstoga, as Norway also make a change. Drops it to Lingrov. And Pedersen along the boards, picking it up. Lovely passing work here from the Norwegians. But Bokanov will steal the puck from them. Skate out the zone, passing it to his teammate there, Bondarenko. Bokanov. And Hammer just putting the hammer down as it is. Nordstoga. Just around the back of the net. And he'll be picked up on the blue line by Topsbrev. Nordstoga. All the way back, and that will be an icing. As Norway tried to make a change, but don't get away with it. Kazakhstan enter this tournament as the lowest seed. Of course, only here in the event just because Italy opted not to take their spot, allowing Kazakhstan a chance to compete against these teams. Kronberg. Passing up the ice to Hammer. And Shomanov is going to take possession of the puck instead, passing behind the net to Bakanov. Dangerous there. Oisev with a shot, saved by the Kazakh goalie. Oisev though, back again for an attempt, just wide. Backer from range, another pad save. Oisev with the puck again. And Norway just testing the goalie. Oisev again, passing to Vanes. Backer. Passing to Oisev. Oisev with a shot. Deflected with the glove. Some great saves here from Bazmanov. Oisev. Norway with a change, not as smooth as they would have hoped. Skolbergen with the puck, passing up to Solberg. Shomanov collect it. Trying to clear it out the zone is the Kazakhs. But too much on it and they've iced the puck there. Great start from Kazakhstan. Again, Norway, that they are just throwing so much at Kazakhstan, hoping something will go through. Kazakhstan needs to make some opportunities of their own. Pedersen here. Across the ice, up to Hammer. Passing it, just not connecting though with Nordstoga. Vexelton. Again, just caught at the blue line by the Norwegians. Kronberg with a shot, and it goes right under the goalie there. That is the opening goal for Norway here. The crowd are loving it. What a great shot from Kronberg there. Like I said, Norway is just really testing the Kazakh defense there. Doing a great job. We reset for this face-off here. Interestingly, Captain Karatbayev taking the face off there. If you saw the game yesterday, Kazakhstan, they had Bakanov out for the entire game basically, taking every single face off. Interesting they've made that change up. It's good to see Kazakhstan using the few other players they have. Rotating players out. High shot from Norway there. Solberg looking dangerous. Saved though by the goalie. Goalie really low though. Solberg could get a lift off that. That would have gone right over. And that was close. Too many players there. Oisev on the attack. Or Whoa. Setting up Vans there, but just couldn't make the connection. Shomanov around the boards. Skolbecken will now collecting the Norwegian end. Under pressure from Bondarenko as well. Shomanov racing for that puck. Will Solberg beat him to it. No icing. Isef now with the puck. Right in front of the goal, passing it to Vans and Solberg. Good width from Kazakhstan to kind of keep the puck under the sled. Isef though. Again, how the shot from Isef. Vanes though just couldn't convert the rebound. Karitbayev. And hand pass. Karitbayev, captain, coming off. And we see Barkanov back on the ice. Doesn't rest for long. And of course he'll line up for this face-off against Lingroff as well. Puck back to Nordstoga. There's ice by Kazakhstan. And so they'll come back to the same face-off dot to reset. Norway so hungry to get this Paralympic Games berth. Hosting the competition to give them that extra edge in the competition. Norway are well aware that every single game means so much. Nordstoga blocked by the Kazakh defense. Can Kazakhstan escape the zone here? Kronberg's going to collect. Out of the zone. Barkanov passing it up. And Kazakhstan are offside. And they will take exception to that. Barkanov will love to take that invitation, but not yet. We've still got a few more days of games, and a suspension is not what these players are going to want. But that is the fight in these players. Norwegians are going to defend their goalie. That shot after the whistle was not on. And Barkanov was, I think he was ready to accept that invitation. Kazakhstan tried to enter the zone, but pass it straight to Cruikshank. Vatner. A shot from the blue line. Very much philosophy of shoot when you can. Something will go through. We've already seen it. We're back in now. Cruikshank is going to chase. Might have a chance if Bondarenko can't catch up to him. Shot. Just wide. Goes behind the net. Back here to Vatner. Shot. Over. Plays blown dead. Puck stuck in the netting there. Last time these two teams played each other, the last and only time, Beeple and Shien. 7-0 victory for Norway. How much have Kazakhstan improved since then? Nordstoga trying to find a stick to pass that out to. But the Kazakhs keep it in the zone. Shomanov tries to get a shot off there, but just didn't manage it. Karitbayev, the captain, kept it in for a short period, but it's back out. And this is dangerous now. Norwegians just keep it onside. Oysef, Varnes. A bit of a scramble there. Caught under the sleds. And Kazakhstan clear it. Icing waved off. Bokhanov chasing it down. Varnes. Along the boards here, kept in by Skolbecken, who shoots it towards net. Again, Solberg just putting it towards net, see what they can do. Varnes is going to try and get this puck, but it's cleared out. But there will be no icing as Bakker now has possession. Sultan doesn't quite get the puck. Shomanov just making sure the puck leaves the zone. But Pedersen now dangerous. We saw him get to yesterday. Shot on his offhand. Bit wide. And they're just circling the Kazakh net here, trying to find a lane. Kazakhstan collapsing right into the goalie. Pedersen shot, no goal. Kept in. Hamre battling two Kazakh jerseys there. Pedersen with it under his sled. Bokhanov will attempt to clear it and is successful, but Norway still have the puck. Skolbecken dumps it in. Cruikshank and Pedersen will chase. Vatner to Pedersen. Back in Kazakh hands, but in the neutral zone, Sultan will want to create an attack now. Not quite got anyone to support him. Shot though. I think that almost took Suntz by surprise. Forcing to make a save there. Maybe Kazakhstan have seen a little bit of what Norway's doing, hoping that it would stick for themselves as well. Karitbayev, Oysef on the face-off dot to the right of the goalie. Great dash around the boards there. Varnes is going to chase Shomanov with the puck across the ice. Top to Bayev. And it's kept, oh, just offside. I almost thought he kept that in, but no. Kronberg is just offside. Great intensity to this game. Solberg with a shot. Norway with possession in the neutral zone, trying to make another entry into the zone. But unfortunately offside. Much to the frustration of the Norwegian players. It becomes really important for Norway to make the most of these lines, especially when you're against an opposition who just have 7 skaters. Again, Karitbayev on the face-off off Lingroth. Bondarenko just cutting off Norwegian player there. Skolbecken. Toktabayev. Passing it to Bexelton. Doesn't quite get control of the puck. Would love to see something from Kazakhstan in this last minute. To Bondarenko. Oh, cleared from the zone. Can Kazakhstan regroup, create another attack? Pass back to Toktabayev. Pass up to Bondarenko. Enters the zone. Passes it to Bexelton. Skolbecken though challenging, knocking them Kazakh off the puck. Although no icing's called there. Just 15 seconds left now. Some great work from Norway as we see the end of the period. Yeah, what a period there from Norway. We've seen a lot of passing, working much better now. And we'll see both teams chatting as they exit the ice. All 3 teams really, the officials having a chat as well, but we'll be back in 14 minutes to bring you the second period. Join us, don't go anywhere. And welcome back. Ready for the second period here of Norway versus Kazakhstan. The crowd are here and gathering. What a great first period from Norway. Really working the game well, working through the passing. We've seen a change in strategy maybe for Kazakhstan. And by that I mean Bokhanov is not out for the whole game. Lots of fans here in the stands also, including Norwegian women's national team player and bronze medalist at this other World Championships, Women's World Championships. It's happened just this year. Alexandra Bendixen Larsen. So great to see her here, supporting the team. Oysef takes the opening face off. And straight away an icing call. Just 6 seconds in. Skolbecken just at the blue line, passing it in to Oysef, to Varnes, just doesn't quite get it, loses an edge. Toktabayev will just leave it. Oysef regains the puck, skating around Toktabayev. Some lovely skating from Solberg there. Shot on net. Just off. I think the crowd here thought that went in from stood next to me. Toktabayev. Neutral ice. Passing it up to Bokhanov. Big hit. And look at this, Pedersen is racing after the puck. Not seen him in the sport for a few years now. And it's just as speedy. Pedersen is not happy with the lack of icing call. He's not happy. And will get a penalty for his remarks to the referee. Pedersen really not happy with that. That icing wasn't called. Power play for Kazakhstan. Can they do something? We saw they had a shot earlier in the first period. Two minutes in sportsmanlike conduct for Pedersen. Referee Matthew Ferguson not happy with the way he spoke to the officials. Kazakhstan clear the zone, but under pressure. Norway have possession and they clear the puck up the ice. Back is going to pressure Shulmanov now. Bondarenko making a quick turn. You currently have a better view than I do right now. Here we go, puck. Offside, Oysef needs to clear the blue line. Bondarenko. Yeah. Big hit on Buxelton. Varnes passes it into open ice, and Nordstoger's going to skate into it. Look at the sled bobbing along the ice as Norway return back to full strength here. Tuksabayev passing into Bokhanov. He has a shot here. Bar down for Bokhanov. That was a great goal there. They didn't quite get it on the power play. They still delivered. What a boost for Kazakhstan. As the players make sure they celebrate with the goalie down the other end of the ice. Smiles on the Kazakhstan bench there. Cruikshank taking the face off from Bokhanov. Shomanov collects the puck. It's no icing called. Kuretbayev. Backer though collects on the blue line. Skating in, takes a shot off the pads. Still not clear though for Kazakhstan. See Christopherson there on the ice as well, as these players battle by the boards. Norway just dumped the puck back in as they come offside. Really messy change from Norway there. Caught themselves just offside. Deliberate offside is going to cause that face-off down in Norwegian end. Oysef is going to line up against Bokhanov. Can Kazakhstan somehow swing the momentum of this game? Kuretbayev dumps the puck in, Skolbecken. Backer now, formulating their plan of attack. Oysef doesn't quite get the puck, and it's cleared by Kazakhstan from their zone. But Norway will just attempt to re-enter again. Solberg disrupted by Shomanov. Solberg working really hard to get to the puck, and great work to keep that in as well from Backer. Oysef with a shot. Great stop there by Kazakhstan. Kronberg though under pressure from Bokhanov. Passing it to the stick of Bexelton. Not sure he meant to do that on purpose. Bokhanov taking a big hit there. Bokhanov really having to work hard to withstand the Norwegians. Lingroth though, passing out to Pedersen. Pedersen with a chance here. Weave through Kazakh defense. Great save there by the Kazakh goalie. Bazmanov, great job. Holding penalty called. Bokhanov called for holding. Not what Kazakhstan need right now. We know Norway can be dangerous. And look, communication between the Norwegian players. Pedersen, Skolbeck, and making plans across the ice there. And Pedersen skating in. Saved by Bazmanov. Pedersen passes it back to Skolbeck and passing it back to Pedersen. And Skolbeck putting it in toward Cruikshank, but it ends up clearing the zone. Backer. 1 minute 30 left on the power play for Norway. Oh. Bexelsen just doing as much as he can to interrupt the Norwegian flow. Isef though, with the puck, fending off Bexelsen. Another shot just wide. Just such momentum bashing into each other on these sleds. Backer. Neutral ice. Pedersen shoots just under the goalie. That's Pedersen's third of the tournament. What a goal for Norway. Pedersen doing really well. Pedersen determined to stamp Norway's ticket to Milan. Kazakhstan, definitely an improved team from what we saw just 2 years ago. But can they withstand the Norwegian intensity, especially at home in front of the Norwegian fans? Bondarenko. Tabayev just hit down by Vatne. Kronberg is behind the Norwegian net, but there's a Kazakh jersey there to meet him, Nordstrom. Karatbayev. Tabayev on the blue line. In. Bondarenko tried to pass it out to Karatbayev. Some big collisions going on. That's the sport of para ice hockey we love. Again, the puck just getting stuck at the boards, but it crosses to the other side of the ice there, giving Norway the chance to formulate their plans again. Vantage is offside. Stopping the momentum there for Norway. Isef. Of course, Bogdanov taking it opposite him. Solberg. Around the net, makes a backhand shot, which is saved by the Kazakh goalie. The Kazakhs now have an attack of their own. Shomanov into the zone, it's a shot, just wide though. Isef. Again, back and forth between the two zones. Shomanov passing out to top Tarbayev. Bondarenko's there in support. But Norway just shutting them down time after time. Offside again for Norway. They're just too keen to enter that zone. Great work from Norway to get it into the zone. Pedersen is chasing. Pedersen doesn't care about skating through Kazakh jerseys. Kronberg just trying to get the puck. Lingroff will chase. Again, Suntz just making sure that the goal is safe. Hammer was a big hit from Bogdanov. Oh, and a shot from behind the blue line. And that'll be covered by Basmanov. Again, referee Matt Figuebaum talking to the players. He wants to keep things fair, but he also wants to give both teams the opportunity to shine. What a shot there. Big hit. Bogdanov though, can he make something happen? Backer will chase the puck. And again, just the skating skill here from Norway. You can tell this is a team that just works so hard on every aspect of the game. Solberg. Behind the net, passing. Intercepted by the Kazakh defense, and the puck leaves zone. Bondarenko. Bogdanov just putting the puck into the zone, but it's going to get intercepted by Backer. Shot just to the left. That'll be received by Isef though, who will skate in, make a shot of his own. Again, goalie got a piece of it, but didn't manage to get it in the glove. Bondarenko. One minute 30 left on this period. Kazakhstan send the puck up the ice. There'll be icing. Impressive endurance from the Kazakh team. Short bench, meaning that they're gonna have to play an enormous amount of minutes, whereas with a full bench, Norway can just rotate those guys in and out. Toktabayev will try to form an attack here. Bokhanov passing it up. Toktabayev just doesn't get on it, but they managed to get onside. But immediately give possession back to Norway. Kazakhstan with a lot of their own shots. I think they saw what Norway were doing, especially in the first period. Making some shots of their own. Pedersen with possession now. Just 20 seconds left in the period. Is that enough time for either team to make a play happen here? And it gets covered up by Sund for Norway. A change from Kazakhstan. Bringing on Kuritbayev. Norway would be happy just to tie this up, unless... And there goes the buzzer. The end of the second period. What a period indeed. We saw that great goal from Kazakhstan there from Bokhanov. And then of course Pedersen with Norway's second. Norway showing why they've been at the top of the game for such a long time. They might have fallen a little bit, but they're ready to regain their status and get back to the Paralympics. Interesting stuff. We will be back in 40 minutes and we'll see you then. And welcome back to our coverage here in Jessheim. It's been a great game so far. Really surprising game. You would not think this would be the scoreline earlier on, but here we have it. Norway 2, Kazakhstan 1 as we enter the third period. Kazakhstan have potential to cause such an upset here. Norway know that this is one of their must-win games. Nothing but the full 3 points will be right for Norway. As the refs gather centre out of their fist bumps. I think everyone here is ready for the action that's about to unfold. And it's really exciting as well. Here we go. Balkanov versus Oysef for the face-off. One more period to go in this game, and what will change? Oysef tries to clear it into the zone, but Dexelton will get it, shooting it right deep, causing the icing. Not a good plan to give up the ice straight away, causing that face-off in your own zone. But what do I know? I'm just sat here, talking, not playing. Dexelton. Shomanov will try to send the puck around the boards. Toktabayev doesn't quite get it. Now Oysef has a chance here. Pass it to the offhand, no goal. Save by number 20, Bazmanov. Kept in the zone by Bakker. Oysef just wrestling against those two Kazakh jerseys. Pedersen with the puck. He's already scored once this game. Oysef, shot just over the bar. Hamlet trying to keep the puck under Norway's possession. Norway to outlet pass to though. Pedersen. Kronberg just sending it across the ice again. Hamler. Lingroth to Pedersen. Pedersen just having the space to skate. Finding his lane, passing it to Nordstoga. Doesn't quite keep hold of it though. Shomanov sent it around the boards. Pedersen though, picking it up. Sending it back. And here we have Kazakhstan with possession of the puck. Skating to neutralise. Unfortunately for them though, Bakker intercepts. Great save from Bazmanov, but there's more Norwegians here. Pedersen now with the puck. Looking for a lane, shooting. Just over again. Back into Pedersen. Bondarenko. Hammer at the ball just gets a bit of a nudge from these two Kazakh players. Solberg. Oh, Oysef with an opportunity doesn't quite meet it though. And Bexelton will chase it into the Norwegian zone. Skolbecken will fight him off. Shomanov clearing it across the ice. Tucked up by Norwegians re-enter the zone. So much pressure on the Kazakh team. Norway keep finding ways to get back in the zone. Solberg passing up to Varnes. Taktarbayev clears it out the zone along the boards. But too many men call on Norway. Bit of a messy change. Too many players on the ice. And there'll be a bench minor penalty. Kazakhstan with the power play. As number 27. Oh, no. I think they changed their minds. Number 26. Kronberg is saving it for Norway. This is great news for Kazakhstan. Great opportunity to make a difference here. Can they cause an upset? And this would be an upset. Norway have a long pedigree in this sport. Kazakhstan entered the sport a couple of years ago. Shomanov, shot over. No one at the blue line to keep it in the zone though. Karitbayev doesn't manage it. Norwegians managed to get it up the ice. Oysef with possession now. Hamre. Kazakhstan really need to clear the zone and make an attack of their own. Time is ticking for Kazakhstan to make use of this power play. 20 seconds left. Clear the zone. Bexelton. Looking for someone to pass up to. Kronberg re-enters the ice. Basmanov will cover the puck. Potentially could have played that, but opts to cover it instead. Norway back to full strength. Lingra on the face-off dart. Backer, shot, and it's in. And it looks like Cruikshank might have got a tip on it. But we'll see. Norway go ahead. 3-1. Kazakhstan have further to climb if they want to cause an upset. Boknov, this is Oysef for the face-off. And it gives Norway a bit of breathing space as well. 1 goal lead can often change hands. So to get another goal in there, give yourselves a bit of a cushion. It will now be a face-off in the Norwegian zone. Boknov, this is Oysef yet again. And it's easily cleared by Norway. Solberg is chasing it down. Oysef with the puck. Oysef scores! Simple stuff from Oysef. Lifting the puck over the goalie. Extending Norway's lead to 4-1. There's some dancing fans in the stands right now. Some very happy Norwegians in the building. Kronberg makes a shot and it's saved, but he still has the puck. Lingroff just the side of the net. Stan's thinking that went in. Bondarenko here, just trying to put it onto the Norwegian net. Again. And feisty stuff here. And it'll be a penalty for roughing and holding. Who's going in? I mean, it looks like we're going to 4-on-4 here. Cruikshank getting what I think will be a holding penalty, with Tabayev getting the roughing call. Or maybe the other way around. Nope, no, that was it. We love a bit of 4-on-4 hockey. So we'll see a bit more space open up on the rink. Can Kazakhstan do something different with the space generated here? Or is this chapter already written? And Norway going to seal the deal. Pedersen is replacing Varnes in the face-off. Backer clears the zone. Van is racing hard, but Shomanov is also going to race as hard. Icing called off. Good work there from Vanes. Another scrum at the boards now. This is exactly what led to these penalties that are currently being served. Backer. Hand pass. We'll see the face-off move. Oh, so this is Bokanov. Oisef dumping the puck in as Lingroff chases. Bexelton will try to clear it. Send it along the boards. Bondarenko. Kazakh player losing the stick. Lingroff with a shot that I think the goalie almost fumbled into his own net. Great stop by Basmanov though. Still in the Kazakh zone. Oisef with the puck Nostroga with a shot. Hits the sled of one of the Kazakh players though. Nordstoga. Kazakh ice it and there's 16 seconds left on this 4-on-4. Kazakhstan clear the puck from the zone as both Cruikshank and Tokhtarbayev enter the ice. Here we have Cruikshank out of the box with possession. Vatner. I'm not sure if that was off the sled or the cage of the net. Bit of confusion for the Kazakhs. They somehow have the wrong players on the ice. I'm not quite sure they know. There's a bit of confusion here on the icing call. Who is out, who is not. Got the right players back on the ice there, so we will take the face off. Bogdanov versus Cruikshank. Bexelton can't clear it. Still in the Kazakh zone. Tokhtarbayev will just try and clear it, but Skorbekin picks it up. Quick shank. And his glove down by Bazmanov, the Kazakh goalkeeper. 3 minutes 45 remaining. Seen great stuff here from these teams. Lingov. And here we see Pedersen. Bondarenko passing up to Kuretbayev. Offside. And Pedersen now has space. Shot with the left hand. Saved by the goalie. Hand pass. Reset is going to be called. Oisev against Kuretbayev. Shomanov is going to be in the race against Varnes. Varnes has that speed. Bexelton. No offside called there. It was really close though. Kuretbayev will chase after the puck, but Bakker will just take possession. Norwegian goalie let that puck go for quite a while, but when it seemed like no one was going to take it, he covered it up. We will see though the face off to his right. 2 minutes 23 left. Kazakhstan struggling to keep any possession of the puck, shut down whenever they try to enter the Norwegian zone. Pass up the ice, it's Kuretbayev, but again it goes loose to Skolbecken. Solberg. Dumps it into the zone. Vatner is chasing it. Bexelton will try to Cruikshank. Kuretbayev. Bakker. Bakker is surrounded by the 4 Kazakh jerseys there. Nordstoga keeps it in. Excellent turn. Passing tucked out by Ev. Comes out of the zone, so Norway needs to come back out to re-enter. Hamner. Kuretbayev. Final seconds of this game, Nordstoga will just carry the puck to safety. As the crowd here cheer the full-time buzzer. That is the second win for Norway in this competition. Second win in a row in front of this crowd as well. Norway will celebrate this, but Kazakhstan held them close for a lot of this game. Only really separating from them in this third period. Really good work. Kazakhstan, like we said, they're the underdogs in this competition. They've never been to Paralympics. They've never existed as a team for a full cycle. So to see them succeed would be the ultimate underdog story. And they're doing so well, especially the short bench. They've really cemented their spot as a B-pool team. The standard of play has been really incredible. But Norway, I think we're going to see some exciting games between them and the other teams. We have the Norwegian president of the Norwegian Ice Hockey Association here. Give out the best player awards. And a bit of a special moment here. Morten Varnes earning 100 appearances for his country back in Buffalo, I believe. So this is a little ceremony. So, awarded with his trophy, but also an MVP award from his association. Really good stuff. It's good to see these athletes recognized for their longevity in the sport. 100 appearances for your country is incredible. I'm sure we'll see more from Morten in this tournament as well. So we have Best Player Awards up next. And for Kazakhstan, Bazmanov winning Best Player Award, and well deserved. He faced quite a few shots, especially early on in the game. And he withstood the pressure from the Norwegian offence. And for Norway, number 69, Fabian Cruikshank. And what a game he had as well, scoring a goal. Great work from this Norwegian team. I'm really excited to bring yet another day of hockey to you tomorrow. Of course, we have Slovakia taking on Sweden. Slovakia, they'll want to build back up, winning that game after losing today. We'll see Kazakhstan take on Japan. Japan looking impressive in this tournament as well. Can we see Kazakhstan finally with an upset? And then, last thing in the evening, could be a deciding game in this whole championship, but Korea versus Norway. But we'll take a short break here for the national anthem of Norway. Team Norway for their back-to-back wins in front of a home crowd as well. I know just how much it means to have the crowd supporting you, and that's part of the reasons why they wanted to host this event. It's a great work, Norway. Like I said, we've got 3 great games tomorrow. I'm really excited for the Norway-Korea game. That could be the game that decides who goes to the Paralympics. Like I said, every single one of these games could be that game, though. What an exciting tournament. I love this competitive hockey that we're seeing. I'm going to say goodnight, and we'll see you tomorrow for 3 more games here from Jessheim. See you tomorrow.